Well, it rained all night last night, so the trails are pretty wet and slippery and mossy, and I'm told the leeches are about. Came across a section of trail where it reminds me a lot of the Pacific Northwest. These beautiful yellow flowers lining the trail. There's also nettle. You can see this nettle right here. Apparently this stuff will give you a terrible allergic reaction. So, I'm trying to avoid touching it. I do enjoy the jungle parts of this trip. Now, last time here in Nepal, I felt like most of it was just kind of this barren rockscape. I really miss seeing green. On this trip, it's been a nice mix. Some jungle, and then we go up high and get to enjoy some beautiful views for a bit. So I feel like it's a much better mix. Here's a lumber mill out in the forest. These guys just chopped down a tree and they're splitting it up. I just saw them carry a beam up out of this bush and up the road. So today I'm hiking to Hongon from Lingam. It's a beautiful day for hiking. Crisp and clear air. The land here must just be tremendously fertile. They're growing millet primarily. And I'm told that millet is used in flour, but quite often in making beer. Yesterday, as we were coming into Lingam, there was a very drunk man who approached us. And it sounded like he was saying, "How are you? How are you?" to everybody. But, you know, I was just assuming he was speaking Nepali. And so I asked my guide about that, and she said that whenever people get drunk, they start speaking English. So apparently he was actually going around drunk, asking everybody how are they, but in English, which is a bit of a surprise. Well, we're making our way towards Hongon today. We just finished climbing up from the river on these stone steps, and we're traversing the ridge now. There's a town off in the distance, I don't know what it is, but the place we're going is off to the right over here. The views from this trail are just amazing, but like many of the trails here, one wrong step and, well, it's probably the last one that you get. I've been walking along the edge of this cliff for several hours now. Most of it's pretty nice, like this part right here, where the only concern is, you know, stepping a little too wide. There are some areas though where we have waterfalls we have to walk through, really steep staircases, with wobbly rocks. It's been a tense morning. Fortunately, there's beautiful views across the valley. I'm not sure if the video will show, but there's a different colored green over there. And those are cardamom fields. Little huts here and there, tending to the fields. This is the road to my hotel in Hongong. The very top of the town. You can't see it, but there's more town past those buildings. I keep wondering, what is the algorithm used to select a tea house to stay in? This road may prompt me to ask some more questions. So this is the Hongong hydropower station. You can see the water lines coming down the mountain. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can hear the hum of generators inside the building. And of course, the power lines departing from it that provides power for the whole village. Well, the guidebook warned today's trails would be a little tricky, hard to find. He recommended hiring a local guide to find your way through. So far, that has proven to be good advice. Well, it seems we've gotten a little bit lost. There's a fork of several trails here, and the porters had to take a while to figure out which one was correct. The nice thing is it's a beautiful place to hang out for a while they got it all sorted. There's a nice waterfall across the valley. Well, the view from the top is pretty good. Way off in the distance, you can see Janu, which is near where we started. This is the pass we're on right now. And finally, off in the distance here, on the right side, is Makalu. We've been working our way up from the bottom there for a better part of the day, winding our way up through a jungle, then a boulder field, then a riverbed. We finally made it to Cave Camp, which is that area across the stream. That was supposed to be our camping spot for last night. Now we're heading up that waterfall. If you look closely, you can see the porters up there. And then another maybe 2,500 feet to our destination. So apparently this is the new trail down from this pass. They put a stairway in. It's gonna be a lot of stairs. We've come upon another endless stairway coming down from some unnamed pass. It's very strange because you can be in a place that really needs to be improved, where, you know, you could quite easily fall to your death, or there's really dangerous river crossing. They leave that alone. On the other hand, you have this perfectly serviceable trail going up to this pass, and they spend a bajillion man-hours with putting this yellow brick road to the top.